The Kadai languages, Kadai, also known as Thai Kadai, Thai Kadai, and Daic Daic, are a language family in mainland Southeast Asia, southern China, and northeastern India. All languages in the family are tonal, including Thai and Lao, the national languages of Thailand and Laos respectively. Around 93 million people speak Kadai languages, 60% of those speak Thai. Ethnologue lists 95 languages in the family, with 62 of these being in the Thai branch. The name Kadai was proposed by Weera Ostapirat 2000. As Kra and Dai are the reconstructed autonyms of the Kra and Thai branches, respectively, Kadai has since been used by the majority of specialists working on Southeast Asian linguistics, including Norquest 2007, Pityaporn 2009, Baxter and Sagart 2014, and Enfield and Comrie 2015. The name Thai Kadai is used in many references, as well as ethnologue and glottologue, but Ostapirat 2000 and others suggest that it is problematic and confusing, preferring the name Kadai instead. Thai Kadai comes from an obsolete bifurcation of the family into two branches, Thai and Kadai, which had first been proposed by Paul K. Benedict, 1942. In 1942, Benedict placed three Kra languages, Gelao, Lakwa, Kabiao, and Lachi, together with Hlai, in a group that he called Kadai, from Ka, meaning person, in Gelao and Lakwa, and Dai, a form of a Hlai autonym. Benedict's 1942 Kadai group was based on his observation that Kra and Hlai languages have Austronesian-like numerals. However, this classification is now universally rejected as obsolete after Ostapirat 2000 demonstrated the coherence of the Kra branch, which does not subgroup with the Hlai branch as Benedict 1942 had proposed. Kadai is sometimes used to refer to the entire Kadai family, including by Solnit 1988. Adding to the confusion, some other references restrict the usage of Kadai to only the Kra branch of the family. The name Daic is used by Roger Blench 2008. Origin. James R. Chamberlain 2016 proposes that the Thai Kadai Kadai language family was formed as early as the 12th century BCE in the middle of the Yangtze Basin, coinciding roughly with the establishment of the Chu fiefdom and the beginning of the Zhou dynasty. The high diversity of Kadai languages in southern China, especially in Guizhou and Hainan, points to that being an origin of the Kadai language family, founding the nations that later became Thailand and Laos in what had been Austroasiatic territory. Genetic and linguistic analyses show great homogeneity among Kadai-speaking people in Thailand. Although the position of Kadai in relation to Austronesian is still contested, some propose that Kadai and Austronesian are genetically connected. Weera Ostapirat 2005 sets out a series of regular sound correspondences between them, assuming a model of a primary split between the two. They would then be coordinate branches. Ostapirat 2013 continues to maintain that Kadai and Austronesian are sister language families, based on certain phonological correspondences. On the other hand, Laurent Sagart 2008 proposes that Kadai is a later form of what he calls FATK, Formosan ancestor of Thai Kadai, a branch of Austronesian belonging to the subgroup Palukich, developed in Taiwan, whose speakers migrated back to the mainland, to Guangdong, Hainan, and North Vietnam around the second half of the 3rd millennium BCE. Upon their arrival in this region, they underwent linguistic contact with an unknown population, resulting in a partial relexification of FATK vocabulary. Erica Brindley, 2015, supports Sagart's hypothesis, arguing that the radically different Kadai history of migration to the mainland as opposed to the Philippines for Proto-Austronesian and extended contact with Austro-Asiatic and Sinitic speakers would make the relationship appear more distant. She also suggests that the presence of only the most basic Austronesian vocabulary in Kadai makes this scenario of relexification more plausible. Besides various concrete pieces of evidence for a Kadai existence in present-day Guangdong, remnants of Kadai languages spoken further north can be found in unearthed inscriptional materials and non-Han substrata in Min and Wu Chinese. Wolfgang Baer, 2002, 2006, 2009, 2017, points out that most non-Sinitic words found in Chu inscriptional materials are of Kadai origin. For example, the Chu graph for one, once written as less than OC in the Ejun-Chi Ji Ejun-Chi Zu bronze tally and in Warring States bamboo inscriptions, which represents a Kadai aerial word. Compare Proto-Thai *9 equals HN, Siamese 22N, Dai 33N, Longzhou Na etc. once. In the early 1980s, Wei Qingwen, a Zhuang linguist, proposed that the Old Yu language recorded in the Song of the Yu Boatman is in fact a language ancestral to Zhuang. He used reconstructed Old Chinese for the characters and discovered that the resulting vocabulary showed strong resemblance to modern Zhuang. Later, Zhengzheng Shangfang, 1991, followed Wei's proposal but used Thai script for comparison. Since this orthography dates from the 13th century and preserves archaisms not found in modern pronunciation, Zhengzheng notes that evening, night, dark bears the C tone in Wuming Zhuang x AMC2 and AMC2 feet night. The item ra normally means we inclusive, but in some places, e.g. Thai Lu and White Thai, it means I. However, Laurent Sagart criticizes Zhengzheng's interpretation as anachronistic because however archaic the Thai script is, the Thai language was only written 2,000 years after the song had been recorded. Even if Proto-Kham Thai had emerged by the 6th century BCE, its pronunciation would have been substantially different from Thai. Internal classification Kadai consists of at least 5 well-established branches, namely Kra, Kham Sui, Thai, B, and Hlai. Ostapirat 2005-109. Thai Southern China and Southeast Asia, Kra, Southern China, Northern Vietnam, called Kadai in Ethnologue and Gayong. Guiyang in Chinese Kham Sui, Guizhou, and Guangxi, China, B. Hainan, possibly also includes Guizhou of Guangdong, Hlai, Hainan. Chinese linguists have also proposed a Kham Thai group that includes Kham Sui, Thai, and B. Kadai languages that are not securely classified and may constitute independent Kadai branches include the following. Lakia and Biao, which may or may not subgroup with each other, are difficult to classify due to aberrant vocabulary but are sometimes classified as sisters of Kham, Sui. Solnit 1988. Jiamao of southern Hainan, China, is an aberrant Kadai language traditionally classified as a Hlai language, although Jiamao contains many words of non-Hlai origin. Guizhou of Guangdong, China, is currently unclassified within Kadai but appears to be most closely related to B. Ostapirat 1998. Kadai languages of mixed origins are Hezhong Bui, Northern Thai, and Kra-E, Northern Thai and Pinghua Chinese Kowloon, Northern Thai and Central Thai. Jiamao, Hlai and other unknown elements, Austroasiatic, Edmondson and Solnit 1988. An early but influential classification with the traditional Kham Thai clade was Edmondson and Solnit's classification from 1988. This classification is also used by Liang and Zhang, 1996, Chamberlain 2016-38, and Ethnologue. Though by 2009, Lakia was made a third branch of Kham Thai, and Biao was moved into Kham Sui. Ostapirat 2005, Norquest 2007. Wira Ostapirat 2005-128 suggests the possibility of Kra and Kham Sui being grouped together as Northern Kadai and Hlai with Thai as Southern Kadai. Norquest 2007 has further updated this classification to include Lakia and B. Norquest notes that Lakia shares some similarities with Kham Sui, while B shares some similarities with Thai. Norquest 2007-15 notes that B shares various similarities with Northern Thai languages in particular. Following Ostapirat, Norquest adopts the name Kadai for the family as a whole. The following tree of Kadai is from Norquest 2007-16. Additionally, Norquest 2007 also proposes a reconstruction for Proto-Southern Kadai, Norquest 2015-2020. A classification of Kadai by Norquest 2015-2020 is provided as follows. Norquest 2021, based on shared lexical innovations, Norquest 2021 significantly revised his classification of Kadai. Together, Biao and Lakia form the most divergent subgroup of Kadai. Vitai and Hlai are placed together as part of a Hlai-Thai group. Hypotheses regarding external relationships, Austro-Thai. Several scholars have presented evidence that Kadai may be related to, or even a branch of the Austronesian language family. There are a number of possible cognates in the core vocabulary, displaying regular sound correspondences. Among proponents, there is yet no agreement as to whether they are a sister group to Austronesian in a family called Austro-Thai, a back migration from Taiwan to the mainland, or a later migration from the Philippines to Hainan during the Austronesian expansion. The inclusion of Japanese in the Austro-Thai family, as proposed by Paul K. Benedict in the late 20th century, is not supported by the current proponents of the Austro-Thai hypothesis. Sino-Thai, the Kadai languages were formerly considered to be part of the Sino-Tibetan family, partly because they contain large numbers of words that are similar to Sino-Tibetan languages. However, Western scholars generally consider them to be Sinitic loanwords, and note that basic vocabulary words in Kadai languages often have cognates with Austronesian instead. Outside China, the Kadai languages are now classified as an independent family. In China, they are called Dongtai, or Guangdong languages, and are generally included along with the Hmong-Mien languages in the Sino-Tibetan family. Hmong-Mien Kasaka, 2002, has argued specifically for a Miao Dai family. Based on proposed lexical cognates, he proposes a genetic relation between Hmong-Mien and Kadai languages. He further suggests that similarities between Kadai and Austronesian are due to later aerial contact in the coastal areas of eastern and southeastern China, or an older ancestral relation, Proto-East Asian. Japonic Vovin, 2014, has proposed that the location of the Japonic or Heimat, linguistic homeland, is in southern China. He argues for typological evidence that Proto-Japanese may have been a monosyllabic SVO syntax and isolating language, which is also characteristic of Kadai languages. According to him, these common features are however not due to a genetic relationship but rather the result of intense contact. Reconstruction.